Okay.
We're just gonna shoot a video in SIS for Occupy Wall Street.
What's up, Frank?
Yes, sir.
My name might be on the
Welcome
list.
Thank you, man.
How you
If
doing?
not, General might be on
Okay.
it. My name is
Sounds
Shaz.
good.
What?
Shaz? S-H-A-Z.
Okay.
Not anymore.
Oh, not
We don't
good.
have.
It's wonderful.
We have a new list as of yesterday.
You remember me though from
Yeah, I
before?
remember you.
As of yesterday, we have a new list.
Yeah, they've been changing it a lot lately.
Good afternoon.
Well, that's good because we're trying to.
I'll see you
Oh,
for the one.
yeah, we're just doing
So
a
I just need to see a photo ID
That's where they're waiting
of
for
you,
you.
and then just sign in and go back.
We're gonna be in and out. We'll be like.
Okay, so the whole thing here is when you leave, you have remember to sign out.
All right. I haven't come in here for a while, but like.
19.
Yeah.
Are they doing okay? They're not bugging you now?
Sign in too?
Huh?
Yeah.
Sign in too?
Yeah, everybody signs in.
$420, is it?
Yes.
You know what that means?
It's time to work.
Just kidding. I don't do that stuff.
It's always time to work.
Not that kind of work,
Oh,
if you know what I mean.
I'm at a different location, perhaps.
Definitely.
Meant to be.
Take care. Let's go right in there. Yeah, I had a lot of goodwill with a lot of these guys. So like even when they like try to have all the rules, you could just like walk in. Oh yeah. Watch, these guys are gonna give me shit for walking back here because I shouldn't be back here. Yordi, how's it going, man?
Here's where I was heading from the camera.
Oh, whoa. What's going on?
What's up?
Oh, I was just gonna talk to Daryl or someone.
Daryl? Where
Did you guys sign in the building?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys need to sign in on this one.
Two sign-in forms.
Yeah.
So,
And well, what are you guys? Are you tech or who are you?
like media stuff, you know, doing like a day in the life of like OWS. So,
Was this Daryl's idea?
it might be if I talk to him.
Did you guys sign in downstairs?
up front at the desk,
This is a matter of courtesy, you should make sure that's not.
You positive, because if you didn't sign in downstairs, you sign up here, where there's a serious problem with the building, you could lose the space, so I definitely.
No, they know me in the front. I've been like organized for like a month. And so like they were just like, hey Shags, go back there, talk to Daryl. He's a good guy.
So they just let you know in the front, you didn't sign in?
It's all in Daryl. Ask him.
Did you sign?
You need to sign in,
Did you
so
sign-
downstairs.
you guys sign in?
Downstairs.
You signed it downstairs?
As many levels as necessary.
No, I need to know. Did you sign in downstairs?
We signed in.
He said he came through the front.
We came
So
through the,
so you signed in everybody?
yeah.
Okay, so,
So-
so what's going on?
I was just gonna come in here and like just say what's up, what are you guys doing, and day in the life of activism and stuff like that, like a little media project. And but you guys are like busy right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're doing stuff. I mean,
Can we just take a walk to the back and back out? Like 5 minutes?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys want Twizzlers?
Actually, just
Dwayne
right,
Reed?
just right now.
Does anybody have any?
I mean, we'll ask you.
As long as I'm not in the
Just make sure. Just make sure anybody's okay with getting photographed or whatever.
I am not okay with these photographs.
Okay. We will not look at you.
Thank you.
We will walk this way and just go to the back and then we'll walk out. What's up with that side? You guys planning out there?
Yeah, like we're gonna do. We have to get it this week tomorrow. Libraries sorting things by category. So stuff. Where's the garbage?
We got this organized. Did you decide to come in here and like run this shit or what?
Well, yeah, we're just trying to make sure. And you know, just kind of working with a lot of tech content and stuff at the moment. Getting his resume so we can. Because I'm applying as well to a staffing firm.
To a staffing firm?
Yeah, get that work.
You want to you mind like if we talk a little bit about like Occupy, where it's going, where it went, where it came from, and stuff like that? Like 1 minute. 30 seconds?
Sure.
2 minutes?
On the camera's cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Darren's cool. He's all about like transparency.
Yeah.
So you've been here from the beginning, right?
Oh, is he good to go? Yeah.
Almost.
I was day one. Yeah, I was here on day one. I mean, I wasn't sleeping in the park on day one. I was like, this is the most uncomfortable place you could possibly pick to sleep outside imaginable. But yeah.
And then like I knew you from like you were like involved in finance, trying to like organize that stuff, reform it.
Yeah, I mean, resource management is kind of like a sub-function for me. Like I like to make sure things are done well and try to avoid certain pitfalls and set up systems so that you can avoid certain obvious things, and then find systems and kind of make sure that they function more smoothly.
The big thing for you recently was like the budget, trying to pass like a budget that would like get us on a monthly like budget so we know what our operating costs are.
Yeah. I tried to pass it through, and it was like maybe there were ways I could have worked a little harder to do so, but there were definitely speed bumps in the way, and there's places where the system is pretty much speed bumps. So far, like there's a lot of people worming around systems, and there's all kinds of things going on in and around systems, and people are going to affinity groups and stuff. You know why they're doing that? Because the basic thing is not really working too well.
That's what we were talking. We had a long discussion about like consensus, and maybe we didn't do the consensus model from the beginning, right? And then also what like people's temperature check is on this resource management group,
Yeah.
Talking about millions of dollars coming in.
Well, I mean, I don't have any problems with getting money, but but Jeff also pointed out a couple things too, where they were like they tried to. I don't have any problems with certain people kind of figuring out what, as long as there's like a back and forth and that's well defined, and when there's things that are made that are questionable and it's against the grain of what people are doing, then you have to people have to be able to have input. It's not to me it's about transparency, and it's about accountability and recallability. Like, okay, so you guys are empowered to do this, and we don't like what you're doing. Okay, we're going to tell you. Oh, and then you're still going to do it anyway? Okay.
That's why
you're not doing it anymore.
It's okay to delegate authority if you can recall that authority that you've delegated.
Yeah, 100%. Who wants to do everything out of every second of every day? You want to just be like, here, this is what I'm good at, and then you go and you work on that for a while, and then and then somebody else goes, and then you kind of peripheral to take a look because you don't want to not know what's going on, but you don't want to have to be involved in every meeting and every decision, like whatever. Just let the people who are supposed to do that, and then later, if I'm interested in it, I can switch over and then just learn a whole new skill.
That's like a lot mature aspect to like, or addition to the discussion, because we were just talking about the inherent like distrust of bureaucracy and of this group, and then you brought up like a very pragmatic like benefit to like a group like that. So that's cool. Because like I was definitely on like the far side of no, hell no, this is co-optation. But then that's all like rational.
Yeah, I mean, there's pros and there's cons. Like I also look at what they've allocated money for. It's like a space, and then for like stipends. Like people are like, oh no, stipends, and people are gonna get paid for occupation. Well, you have privilege when you can think about working 20 to 40 hours a week and not getting anything back for it. And here we've already got done Metro cards, which is, by the way, a taxable benefit. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, yes. You're supposed to report that on your taxes. We've done food, we've done shelter, there's all this money coming in, and it's like, and it's kind of funny because it's like inequality, income inequality. It's all about money coming in or resources coming in that people aren't getting the benefits of. And then you turn around and you're like, nobody could get paid for all this stuff. They have to do it for free or whatever. To me, that just seems like a very privileged mindset. Like I mean, cell phone or whatever. Like some girl was like and to me, honestly, like I'm kind of ostensibly a member of Tech Ops, but the attitude there tends to be very along the lines of, we don't take things from the movement,
But they have a skill set that they make so much money on in the outside world that a lot of those guys are privileged. Yeah.
I mean,
17-year-old kid who's dropping a G on computers because he's crazy at computers. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean it's sort of a 1%er type attitude. It is like, and I'm not going to say from who, but I also heard things like the dirty occupiers coming up to our office and stuff like that from people. Like it's like, okay, consistent attitudes. Let's.
We're gonna try to hit up Gay Squad later on today, because like I'm actually doing this for like. That's funny you bring that up. For like I'm trying to like fundraise a book talking about like experiences and getting like the full range of occupied perspectives. And this is for like a Kickstarter video. And then I have a proposal on the GA tonight to talk about that. I don't know what type of response I'm gonna get, but like because a lot of people are trying to figure out how to fund their involvement in the Occupy. And I like the idea of funding people's art projects because I think like artists usually like are idealistic. But then also like not everyone can be an artist, and how do we fund other people who want to do this full time? And if we don't do stipends, we're talking about like collectives, like, but that's like a major pressing concern, I think.
Yeah, that's interesting that you mentioned that because what I'm going to sit down with Yuri and Jeff.
Oh, Fun Hub, yeah.
To talk about in a little bit is what I want to do is a fundraiser. There's this amazing space in Williamsburg that I found. It's like it's got glass all the way around for 4 floors. It's pricey as hell, but it has a view of the water. It's in Brooklyn, which is much better. Like I feel like we can this movement can grow organically here. Like it's never going to grow organically in Wall Street. Like there's good to have a presence here, but you know to live. It would live a lot better in Williamsburg,
Well, we were just talking
East
about
New York.
Occupy Wall Street doesn't really have an identity because we're not organized in the financial district. It's a misnomer. We're not occupying Wall Street in the sense that everyone else is occupying Baltimore or Los Angeles. We're not addressing the concerns of this local community. Went out to Brooklyn, Occupy Brooklyn. That'd be an awesome organic. There's awesome stuff happening in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to go to their meeting. I've been to Sunset Park, but haven't been to the main Occupy Brooklyn yet.
I told you about my idea like Occupy New York, but that just doesn't have like the momentum yet. But I think that pushing Occupy Wall Street into a geographic-based Occupy would help us with identity and our actual organizing on the, like tapping into local, what's going on the ground and stuff.
Right, and that's a lot more possible in Brooklyn than it is in Wall Street.
Yeah.
Like I mean, we're inherently antithetical to the Wall Street culture for now. I mean, there's ways to even like sort of migrate, like to serve the local community a little bit better, and maybe regulate it, you know, a little bit better.
That would be awesome if we had like Occupy the financial district and we actually address the city's idea of. Yeah.
If you're going to occupy Wall Street, you should occupy Wall Street with the People's Bank.
Yeah, exactly, stuff like that. There you go. Now you're addressing that
I
community.
mean, we're in
with
this
alternatives
is a
for-
bank space.
Yeah, this right here.
Yeah, this is a bank space. This is the extra space from Amalgamated. So, you know, we're already here.
So what I'm hoping with this, like the idea of the book is like Occupy, KISS, like keep it simple, macro picture of Occupy Wall Street, because a lot of other Occupy say we support New York, but they're not sure what's going on in the daily function.
That's interesting because a lot of people in New York are also wondering
About the daily function, right? So maybe this has dual purposes. I'm going to try to cut it down to